percentage in D1 in our D1 program history. It's the largest margin of victory since the Lipscomb win in 12-13. It's the fewest number of turnovers since 2 against Hawaii in 2011. We had 5 turnovers against FIU last year. Carl, if you want to start, and we'll go questions from there.
We had some things that we wanted to set out to do at the beginning of the game, and try to limit how many times they went to the free throw line and try to compete a little bit better on the boards. And we knew those were some of the strengths of FIU, and those are the areas. They did beat us on the boards and got 18 free throws. But despite that, I thought we did a really good job getting the ball out in conversion, working together to get good scoring opportunities. We finished our layups really well in the first half especially, and in the second half we got the three-point shot going a little bit, which we didn't do as well in the first half. But a lot of people had really good performances, and it's a good win for us going into Auburn on Thursday.
Yeah, was it good to have a game like this where, George Washington, obviously a really, really drill-impact, tough game. I think Auburn's going to be the same way. Was it kind of good to have a game like this where you could play more players and just maybe work on some specific things before a tough game on Thursday?
Well, I really don't know. I'm glad that a lot of people got in and got some minutes. We'll see. I don't know that there'll be any carryover one way or the other in terms of this game to the next game. It's all going to be, hey, now we've got Auburn, and they press a lot and they throw a lot of different looks that we haven't seen yet, and now we have one day tomorrow and a shoot around to get prepared to play an SEC team on the road that won a few NIT games last year and have most of their team back. So it'll be a great challenge for us. We're going to have to, when we show up tomorrow, we got to be ready to get prepared as fast as we can. And I think our players, I know at least I am, I'm looking forward to getting on the road and playing a SEC team and competing and see how we can match up.
Jenna, you said before the season, obviously no one replaces Sarah Hansen. Carl's obviously doing his best to spread that out in as many places as possible. Just talk about all the different players filling in little pieces as best they can to combine for a team effort. 14 or 15 players played tonight. Just about everybody scored, and just the collective role everyone's trying to pitch in.
I think everybody is doing a really good job of that. Anthe came out strong in the very first game, had very good drives, get to the basket, rebounding. But I think that's the biggest thing that we can work on all around is like the rebounds. But we had people come off the bench tonight that had never played in the FGCU game before, and they were making things happen. So that was great to see, and I think it was probably the most we've ever subbed in one of the games with the team that we have here. So it was good to see everybody contribute and get involved.
Carl, when I asked a stupid question the other night, you said, no, man, Dana. Dunson and Atwater start every game.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Well, you got me thinking. Like maybe if I mix it up a little bit, it'd be good for us. So I appreciate the idea. We had an opportunity to start Haas tonight, and she's an important part of our team that we needed to get going. And she responded really well today. She has 6 of 7 from the field, and her activity level makes such a difference for us when she's able to get to the basket with her drives, and then she moves so much, she creates so many opportunities for other people because of her activity, and we thought we'd give her an opportunity early today, and she responded well, 15 points in 16 minutes.
You talk about Taylor, you said after the game Friday that you would want to use her more, and just talk about what she brings to the team and a little bit about what she's overcome, the journey to get to this point.
Well, obviously, she just played a couple seasons her true freshman, or a couple games her true freshman year 2 seasons ago, and then last year she missed the entire season. So, I'm excited to see her out there. I'm sure she's excited to be back out there and playing. She's somebody that can drive to the basket. She's an exceptional shooter. She's a good rebounder. You see how she goes after the ball. Now it's just cleaning up some things, getting used to being back on the floor, making some corrections, and that type of thing. But she's going to be a huge impact for us. So it's important to get her some minutes every game and get her feeling more and more comfortable with each game. And she's somebody that's going to have some huge games for us this year.
Taylor, can you talk about follow up on that, just what it was like for you to play on Friday and to be playing these more, minutes and significant minutes, playing well.
Well, it's been really exciting because it's been so long, but mainly I just like interacting with everyone again, sharing wins, getting out there and getting excited with everybody, like just enjoying the experience all over again. I mean, I love this game and I haven't played in forever, and I wouldn't want to spend it with anyone else.
Doesn't look like you're bashful about, worrying about cutting or anything like that. How do you feel physically and stuff?
I feel great
Okay.
overall. It's just I haven't played in a while, so it's just getting back into the game again mainly. But my knee feels perfect.
What's your confidence level with those things? Not thinking about it at all and just playing.
Yeah, just playing my game. I don't really think about my knee when I'm in the game at all. I'm more concerned about helping my teammates and just doing my job.
It's got bright green tape on it, so it stands out.
Yeah.
Hey, Carl, any particular reason Goodall didn't get in tonight? She was the only one.
Yeah, well, with Taylor, she's somebody that right now, if we were playing her right now, she'd probably get about 8 to 10 minutes a game. And we're still considering redshirting her this year if she's not going to be in a situation, kind of like when Hanson was a freshman. She's behind some really good players, and Hanson was looking at maybe 8 to 10 minutes. And unless Hanson was going to get up to about 15 minutes or something were to happen where we needed more, we were considering a redshirt option, and that's something that we're considering with Taylor as well. She's our system. I think it's simple, but sometimes players would beg to differ. And, to give her a chance just to learn it and feel comfortable and not be put herself under so much pressure to pick up everything so quickly might be of some benefit to her. So we're just not going to rush her. But we know that she's a big part of our program for the future, and that's one of the reasons we don't want to use a year of eligibility unless we're going to get a lot of minutes out of her.
Is she cool with that? If that's what,
Yeah,
what plays out?
she wants to. This kid wants to do so well, and that's part of the issue is that she puts so much pressure on herself every day, and if she does something wrong, being able to handle that and go make the next play. But it's just when you're looking at Dunson and Haas and Cobb and Atwater, there's kind of a backlog at those positions. And those kids really know our system right now, so they have a big advantage right now.
Jenna, have you had a chance to look ahead at all to Auburn? This 6'3" Tracy Tanner. Quite a load there, man. 6'3", averaging 23.5 points a game, 7.5 boards.
I honestly don't know. We take it game by game, so we were focused on FIU, and we'll start on talking about Auburn tomorrow, but we have not gone over Auburn.
Are you excited
she's
about?
really good, and she scored 31 in the last game.
Yeah.
Well,
So there you go. And she's tall.
George Washington was without their best player, size in the paint, and they obviously brought size with them, but they didn't have their full complement. I suppose you guys are expecting to see, the full complement of size that you're always, challenged by when you go up against these big schools.
Well, Auburn has some good players, but as Dana said, their best player is the post inside, and I'm sure their game plan is going to be to create situations to pound it inside to her. So we're going to have to play team basketball. We can't leave anybody one-on-one in the post and allow easy entries into the post. So we know we got our work cut out for us when we play somebody that has that type of talent inside. But we'll work together and try to minimize any damage she may cause.
Oh, I'm still
Will
going to try
you
to
feel
get Jenna.
comfortable with Anthe, playing in interior?
Yep.
I mean, she's making the progress that you need to see.
Yeah, Anthony's playing great. Obviously, this looks like everybody can tell this looks like a totally different Anthe this year.
Oh, yeah.
She's playing with so much more confidence. She's having a lot of fun out there. We're still working defensively, but she's a lot more willing to throw her body around, and she even took a charge last game, and so she's much more equipped to handle this type of situation.
One thing Carl talked about going into GW was that y'all had to really be tough. You had to really pursue the ball. Auburn actually scored, Carl, it was 72 points in the paint the other night.
That seems like a lot.
It does, doesn't it? So it's going to be pretty rugged. Do you feel that you did pretty well in that aspect against GW, and that you'll continue to do that at Auburn? It's on the road especially.
I think we started off a little shaky against George Washington with the pressure. And that's one of the things we've been focusing on is to get more pressure in practice. But yeah, I think it will definitely be a challenge for us. But to go against their pressure, especially against Auburn with the athletes that they have and the good players that they have. But we're ready to take it on.